I am Britt, aka 5150. I'm the host of Vendor Vision. Shout out to our studio sponsor, Gio's a Dry Bar. Make sure that you follow all their accounts. Come book some services. They do Japanese head spa, Lokes braids does hair. Get your hair did. Check out Murda 623MV for the hairstyling, options. I'm still trying to get her to put a star in his head for me, but maybe for my birthday. Fingers crossed. She'll be braiding my short ass hair one of these days soon, and then y'all see her accent abilities and yours too.
Yeah.
Gonna take forever. Anyways, speaking of addressing you on the podcast, this is the one, the only Lowrider Girl.
What is Gucci, y'all? I'm excited to be here. We are going to get this poppin', period. If you guys don't know, hello, my name is Cielo. I go by Lowrider Girl on everything except for Facebook. Yeah, I just became co-host of Vendor Vision podcast. So I wanted to come on here and have y'all get to know me. You know, I can't be interviewing people and y'all not know who I am.
Exactly. She's just gonna be a branch of me. So if you see me, you're gonna see her. If you're gonna see her, you'll probably see me later. Just know she's representing me.
We are gonna be at Smiley's tomorrow, so make sure y'all go and tap in at Smiley's. Bless you.
And then, anyways, so I will be at the V Spot. They're having a grand opening on New Year's Eve. It's gonna be on and poppin'. Reserved seating. It is a decent sized place, but yeah, it's first come first serve. After 9 o'clock, no children allowed. So if you want to get lit, make sure that you reserve a table. I'm gonna be there this Saturday after Smiley's for my very first shift because this girl
Period.
always got us to be doing something because podcasting isn't up and running the TikTok for Live Rod 65 podcast. Make sure you go follow the boys. This podcast is under their production company, Production. So shout out to them for giving me a platform. Check them out every Wednesday, 8 p.m. They're live on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. They will also be at Smiley's. I don't know when we're going to get our December magazines. Bear with us. But in the meantime, it's right here. I forgot I was right here. Shout out to Chris. Agent Zero made this custom Live Ride magazine, 3D printed chain necklace for me. Murder 623 and his wifey got one as well. Boys got one. Takes 20 hours to make. And then our first non-affiliated person that's ordered one now is Sad Girl AZ off of TikTok last night at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
made a sale. Thank you. For her.
She's like, make it happen, girl.
Yes. And she's like, I want that. And here's the next tip for you. I was like, hey, period. That's how you do business, people. Okay.
Speaking of tips, make sure y'all check her out at the V Spot, Ms. Brittany, and tip her well.
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure y'all be tipping her.
OG Dreams is going to be working there as well. I know she's also big in the Lowrider community. We're really going to try to do things right. They're the ones that deal with the porta potty that's on Glendale. And they are actually going to be talking with the people that own that empty parking lot next to that spot across from the tire stop. And then they own Trinity Health Services. I don't know exactly, but they help drug and alcohol programs, or they host that. And yeah, they have counseling services and whatnot. So that whole little spot right there by the tire shop, that's going to be on and pop in. So on the grand opening and going forward, make sure you stop by there and support local and business. They also, I'm not sure when it opens or if it's already open, but they have a boutique right next door. So it's going to be lit and it's going to be safe because they're going to do things right. So yeah, definitely want to get in and show love and whatnot. So for those of you who have not seen this Heina before, where have you been? Because I personally met her through, actually I followed her husband first. He did or does amazing videos on Glendale and Jackson and any type of lowrider community event. It's Gorky's Cruise. And for those that you don't know, followed him. I went live one time. Do you remember that? This is how we start being friends, right? Yeah. Story time, guys. So I was on, they have been I've been following him all his content like a stalker because that's what I do. And then I followed her through him because she was when she was doing her when she first got into the scene, Lowrider Girl photography.
Yeah.
But since then she's branched out because that's what we do. We don't stay in one spot. We grow as people.
We grow.
So now she just dropped that photography so that she's not pigeonholed in places. So anyway, so I was on my own live, and then she popped in my comments and was like, my husband's there. I'm like, who's your husband? And she's like, Cartie's cruising. I'm like, oh, like fangirled it out. I'm like, well, where is he? And I'm like taking my camera, pointing at all the people.
And I was like, wait, right there. And she said, I don't know if I should go up to him.
Like, it seems weird.
Like, I just seem weird holding a camera up to him.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I feel like, obviously it looks like, or he could probably feel me staring at him and like probably I'm loud and don't realize it. So he's all like this. And I'm like, oh shit, he sees me. What do I do? I just like walk away because when later on we found out that he was saying like, oh, I thought I was in your shot, so I moved. Like I had no idea that you were saying. I mean, I was like, okay, good. Played it off because I'm that cool, but not really. But that's always first, like really, like I connected the two, and then of course I supported them, and then she was doing amazing content for another local owned business for a little bit, and that's when she really I just saw something in her that I was like, oh girl, that part. She just had like some people just have that je ne sais quoi, as they say, where they just have it. Like I fake it till I make it. I have anxiety like a mofo. That's why it takes me ever to do everything, because I get dysfunctional, not dysfunction, executive dysfunction disorder, where I know I need to do all the things, but there's so many things to do, I don't know where to start, and then I just freeze. So that's my problem. So don't judge me, okay? Because I got issues. I'm gonna try my best. But when you know that you can't do stuff, it's always good to have people around you that, like, I guess, built in or whatever. Where like you get people around you that, admit that you can't do something, and then you get people that can, and then you give them the opportunity to shine with what they're good at. I know I'm not good at everything. She's really good at content. She's really good in front of the camera. She's really good at TikTok trends. She's good at talking to people. She's good at being spunky and not being shy. And she looks awesome. Her makeup, those eyelashes are fierce. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm looking at you from the side. I'm like, girl, those eyelashes, they reach your eyebrows.
For Christmas.
Shout out Santa Claus.
Oh, I got him for Christmas. Ortiz calls them spiders. No. I remember one time when we were staying with my mom, I had left them on the side of the couch, and she got scared. She thought they were spiders or something.
I can see that, definitely. Yeah, my sister's eyebrows. My lashes used to get stuck and stuff all the time. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But
well, I had so it was one of the nights that we hung. You know what? I think it was the night that we did Diosa's interview. I went home and I didn't take off my makeup, and one of my eyelashes was missing, and I was searching everywhere for it because I think we had something. We were doing something the next day, and literally, I couldn't find it, and I got really mad, and it was on my dog.
Oh my god!
It was on my dog, yeah.
He wanted to be pretty too. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I don't do that. I barely wear makeup, as you can probably tell, because I don't have patience or time, and I'm always running late. So it's like I just rock it. Feel like if you guys think I'm ugly, I don't give two shits. But yeah, and also think I've been blessed with I guess decent skin where I don't have to cover things up all the time. So I just rock it, and because I don't want to be that type of chick. No offense to anybody else. This is no tea, no shade. But I just don't have the energy to do anything. I barely want to get dressed. I don't wear sweats all day, every day, but I don't. So it's a lot of energy to get dressed, let alone put my whole ass face on. And I don't like washing my face. So then I have to wash it if I put all that shit on there. I'm too lazy for that shit. So applaud all the females that take the time, take the money, take the effort.
To do it every day.
Every day. And especially the ones that look like a whole ass different person. Like, applaud you, because man, sometimes I wish I could change my face too like that. Yeah. So amen. Yeah, amen. But those that are all natural, more power to you, because that's that shit. Beauty standards are some bullshit. Speaking of beauty standards and having standards, though, another reason why I wanted to make sure that I had this lovely, smart woman right here on my team is because I have my master's in psychology, right? I deal with the more mental, emotional, empathy type of situation with people, and her message is very much about body positivity. That's what I got your body positivity, having a movement of all sides of men and women, because men, surprisingly, if you guys didn't know, also think about themselves, think about their body, think about, if they have enough muscles, if they're too skinny, if they got a big old booty or something, men have issues too. Men have eating disorders as well. And so I really like that she includes men and women, and then the ones in the middle, about just it as a human being feeling good about yourself. Do you want to tell the people more about that and like what made you get into that like whole movement?
So, I mean, as y'all can tell, I'm a pretty big girl. I've been big all of my life. I've had health issues. I've had issues with people bullying me growing up and stuff like that. And it never really bothered me because, like, yeah, I may be big, but on some non-cocky level, I know I'm pretty. And I mean, some people may not see it that way. Some people may think, well, you're big, you're just automatically ugly, and that's not true.
Mm-mm.
And vice versa. People think, oh, you're really skinny and you're not pretty at all. No, that's not true. So I decided to start a body positivity movement called All Bodies Are Beautiful, for men, women, kids, teens, whoever. I literally woke up one day and I cried so bad because I wear like a compression like tank top, and I could not get it on for the life of me. And I just had a whole breakdown, and I was like, I'm so this and I'm so that. And then it's just like that whole day, I let it bother me. And so if you guys don't know, I used to work at Body Clothing, and somebody came into the store one day and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful and this and that. And we would have never imagined a big girl working at a place like this. And I mean, a backhanded compliment, but like, I get what they were trying to say. You know what I mean? Because it's true. Not a lot of people like to see big people succeed, I guess, or want to do whatever they put their hearts to. And I just want to put out there that no matter what size you are, whether you're skinny, dealing with medical issues, whether you have skin deformities, whether you have imperfections, beauty marks, whatever, you are so beautiful. You are so loved. Don't let nobody dim that from you. Don't let nobody take that from you or make you feel any type of way about yourself, because at the end of the day, you're going home with yourself and whoever chooses to love you.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you're looking at yourself in the mirror getting ready. You're buying your clothes. You're telling yourself that you're good enough to be out in this world, waking up every day, getting dressed, moving on with your life. Don't let nobody take that from y'all. I'm still fighting with myself. Like, everybody has their moments. I still have my moments. But it's very important that you guys know that I feel like society has set a standard on what perfection looks like, and there's no limit to what perfection can be. So I'm in the lowrider scene, obviously. You go around and you see skinny lowrider models. You see thick lowrider models. You don't see no fat girl lowrider models. Where the fat girls at?
there's one I follow. I'm not sure her name. She's what do you want to call them? Like thicker than a Snicker? Like, she has curves. She has nice upper body area that she highlights, because we got to highlight what God gave you, and work with it. And she's a gorgeous face, and she's one of those blessed individuals that like have an amazing jawline. I'm super jelly. So like, there's she knows her angles, so she definitely makes herself highlights those that are more what publicly accepted of the thinner like views and whatnot. But she is a thicker female. When she does her full body one, she is definitely not what tradition says is the right model type of thing. Tall, skinny, blonde, white, all that stuff. Like I personally, I noticed that all my girlfriends nowadays are very well endowed in the booty area. And it's awesome, because that's like, to me, it's like, dude, like your butt, that's where you sit on all day. You're supposed to have some cushion there. Who wants to sit on bone? Like, that's not cute. That's not comfortable, and like, women are supposed to have hips. That's, childbirth and hips. Like, they used to want that back then. Men would look for women who had childbearing hips because they wanted to, have a bunch of babies and whatnot. So, you know, a lot of women that were the thin ones, no hips, like boy, like, you know, flat on the side, which there's nothing wrong with that, but there is health complications sometimes when there comes to labor and delivery. That's like, those are just facts. And what is it called? Like natural selection and evolution and whatnot. Like our bodies are made for that, you know, when we're creating life and whatnot. So you gotta think about that. There's nothing wrong with having hips. Like there's nothing wrong. Look at like Cardi B. Like look at all the surgeries she's had and the kids and stuff like that. And I know that society always says you gotta snap back after you have kids and it's not okay to, you know, keep the baby weight on and shit like that. Like,
and that's crazy
Yeah.
because it's society.
mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I get so mad because it's like, what example are you setting for your future kids, for your future grandkids, for your future whatever?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that we have to be a certain way, that we have to look a certain way, that we have to act a certain way. At the end of the day, you know, I am a big girl. I am going to go out and pose on a lowrider, and I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm going to post it. And if you don't like it, you can keep swiping. Because at the end of the day, you giving me the views and the likes and the comments and the shares gets me paid.
Yeah, buddy.
Period.
And that's what's up.
Yeah. But it's like I said, you know, don't let society ruin the image of yourself. You guys are all beautiful, no matter what size, no matter what color, you know, and I love you guys and I want you guys to know that. And speaking of, I want to give a shout out to Maricela's Culture Photography. That is my girl right there. She did my first photo shoot and she made me feel absolutely beautiful. I trusted a complete stranger to take my pictures, and she popped the hell off, y'all. When I tell you she did that, she did that. So shout out to her. I am also I'm trying to, like, sometime next year before it gets hot, I want to do an all bodies are beautiful photo shoot. So I'm throwing that out there now. I don't have a date. I don't have any of that, but it is going to be an open invite. So if y'all want to go and feel good about yourselves and take pictures with me, come out. I will, when the day gets closer and we figure out a time and everything, you know, and a date, you know, we'll post it out. And it, like I said, it's going to be an open invite. I'm hoping to have ramadas and, you know, food and all of that fun stuff so we can chill afterwards and get to know each other. And but don't limit yourselves at all.
Do you want to say who are even this is how dope the community can be sometimes when people are out there actually supporting one another and know what it's like to have an idea for an event, have an idea for a movement, and like not get any support. And there's people that know how hard it is and they want to support because they want it to happen because they believe in that idea. Last night, randomly, when we were talking about this podcast, Side Girl AZ had popped in really late at night. She came in and we're talking about this little thing right here. And she ordered one of those, like I mentioned earlier. And then we talked about how she's going to be my podcast host and then about the body positivity movement. And then we talked about having the boys be wearing what color?
Yeah, because like I want to do it where like the guys wear white t-shirts and jeans or something. And then the women wear all black. Because I do want to do group photos, and then I want to do all women photos, and then I want to do all men photos, and then just like stuff like that.
Yeah. So then, like, because we said, we want to get the whole entire, like, any and everybody in the community, not just the Lowrider community, but in Arizona and Phoenix, in the surrounding cities, and like we said, kids too. And then we just want to have that looped up in a sense of like that's the only thing we want to differentiate is that like. That because we want to take, you know, big group photos because we just want to show there all the different people that showed out that are trying to, you know, be more comfortable with their bodies. So when we spoke about Sad Girl, she's like, I want to sponsor the t-shirts like instantly right off the bat. So then she knew it was a good idea because it's kind of that photo is gonna be amazing to have that big old group and like, you know, we could do like, you know, black, white, do something like that, or like, and then match up people, like have like a really short girl, a really tall guy, and vice versa, you know, like it just to see like the difference and how everybody's beautiful, you know. And we're gonna have photographers out there. We're gonna have probably Murda performing if he's lucky enough. If he plays nice,
he plays nice,
yeah, he has to play nice because like even with him, he's not like if you would think of a typical rapper, right? Everybody has like a picture in their mind about what you know, an improved rapper looks like, and he sounds amazing and has the right lyrics, but you wouldn't think like looking at him I mean, he definitely looks like a G for sure, but you know, he could be doing anything. He could be, I don't know. I feel like he should be driving in Miami in like a convertible and just like cruising with some sunglasses. Those where that's what I feel like, and like with a ginormous chain on. That's what I see
with
with
his
him.
hair unbraided. And
Yeah.
Like, if you're watching Murda, we gotta get an AI picture of that. We gotta go.
Yes, with his beautiful, luxurious mane and whatnot, and that too. So some guys think that guys who have long hair are, you know, sensitive, a little light in the loafers, and he definitely is not. As his beautiful wife Maria has proven, who's also gorgeous, and you know, she's not like we're not all shit. None of us are skinny Twiggy type chicks. Like we like food, we like tacos, we like to drink, we like to watch movies, and
chill. We like to teach white girls how to make tamales. Which, by the way, she did amazing.
Thank you.
They were really good.
Yes, I appreciate that. And that's the thing. Everybody's here to teach other people stuff. And I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I want to know as much as I can. And whatever anybody's want to teach me, I'm open to it. Because, like, what kind of life would someone be living if they don't grow and learn?
Right.
And I know, even though we won't say how old she is, but she's a youngster, younger than my younger sister. But you can best believe she is one of the most maturest people I don't know what mature is. Is that a word? Does that sound like so she's very mature for her age and does not come off as something on your phone. Someone comes off as who's immature, who like, you know, she thinks before she speaks, she notices things, she's confident. Hold on, you have to match up the piece. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. Go this one. And then so like that's another reason why I want a team, because like there's people that are my own age, which I'm up there, and they don't know what it's like to speak for somebody's business, represent somebody else's business. And that's what I loved about her with the other company that she worked for, is that she acted like it was her own in a way. She took care of it like it was her own. She's passionate about it. She spoke about it any chance she could, without acting like she took it over. Because there's some people that like you invite into your business as a business owner because you need help, or they seem like they're supporting you, and then all of a sudden they want to claim everything. You know, like they didn't put any money into it. They didn't put the hard work into it. They just want to ride your skirt tails. And as a business owner who put blood, sweat, and tears into things, it's frustrating because, especially when they take the credit for you and then they forget to mention your business. It's like, bro, like you're like a brand ambassador at best. If you know, like you're not the business owner, like calm down. But then there's other people that just are promoters. Like promoters, they know the business, they know the prices, they know, you know, sales and opening hours. Like they just know their job, you know, regardless of what they're doing. She does the same thing with Lowrider podcast. That's how originally she got into the little podcast scene. She just was in the background. She just wanted to come. She was always blowing up the chats and keeping it lit, like how I do when I go in chats, which I love. I love people who act like that and support, share, like, and Cortez is really good at that too. And that's how you get people's attention. If you want to be involved with a business, if you want to support somebody, give them attention. It's not that hard, and be genuine. Really, like it's like that's how I started being friends with a lot of people in this new community that I was new into, and I wanted to be welcomed. Like I didn't know who was who and what, but I know who I started liking. I know who had a good message, you know. So that's what I want to do. And I saw you, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then also, not that I want to say because I'm trying to give them a free plug, but they sponsor a Live Ride podcast. So in a way, like she kind of was their spokesperson, you know, because they're not there to talk about their own business all the time. Like, yeah, we put their logo up, I do their ad in the magazine, but to have like a live spokesperson at events and like represent the company and doing a good job, like that was awesome. So when she was looking for a change and a rebrand, I was like, swoop, I gotta get you before somebody else does. I'm like, I don't pay anything, but I will promote you and give you a logo, give you a platform, support your events as a certified event planner, connect you with people I got, and then we'll go from there. So, you know, that's all you really can do with people. Sometimes when you don't have a lot, you still can offer people things, you know what I mean? Or just friendship, you know, that could be enough for somebody. There's people that don't have a lot of friends, or it's hard for them to make friends because they're shy, or, you know, not trustworthy people. And when you click with somebody, you kind of just have to go for it, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's how, like, you know, we clicked immediately because, like, we was telling each other our problems. Mm-hmm. Like, we, like,
hardcore
broke down and we broke down to each other and we didn't even know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at us
You know.
Period.
Hey.
But I do want to say I do appreciate the business owners for giving me the opportunity in the first place because I absolutely love it and I grew from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did grow from it. I grew within the community and I grew within getting to know myself because now I know that I'm a strong person. You know what I mean? Like no matter what I go through, I'm gonna bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love and appreciate the business and you know, that's where half of y'all know me from too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there's nothing wrong with that, but I want y'all to know me for me and not for, you know, anything else but me. And what I'm trying to throw out there, the name I'm trying to build for myself. And I really do appreciate all my supporters. I don't know how to say thank you enough. You know what I mean? And there's not much that I can do, but I love y'all. Period.
She's amazing and she's a big sport. You guys should follow her. Shout out your handles one more time. The at thing.
Y'all can catch me on TikTok and Instagram at Lowrider Girl. My Instagram is Lowrider Girl AZ, and then my TikTok is LGP_AZ. I am gonna be posting more content. We are gonna be getting more content tomorrow at Smiley's, and yeah, it's gonna be a really fun time. So make sure you guys are following me, following Miss Vendor Vision, and following Miss Diosa.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you again, girl, for letting us use your spa, your business. The vibes in here, y'all, are always so fucking amazing. She gives off really good vibes. Like I don't know what she did, but she went to a Yeberia and got some type of spray, and she was just spraying and hoping for, you know, us to grow big and, you know, wishing well on us, and we fucking love her for that.
I thought she was doing I thought it was smell or something at first. I thought she was doing air freshener, and I was like,
freshener smell.
yeah, I was like, I'm like, oh, did we smell? I'm like, I am sweaty, so I don't know. But then she started saying the little like chants and like a prayer and stuff. So, and then
We love her.
yeah, and one of her awesome friends was here, and we were having a day. Well, I came in and she was dancing. So you know, when you walk into a place and they're dancing their booty off, like that's like it puts me in a good mood. Like it took me out of my feelings and out of my head for a second.
You
I was like,
automatically your mood changes when you come in here.
It's a vibe, and that I haven't even had any services yet. I just walk in and it's like
it's a fun energy. And it's like positive, fun, and calming at the same time. Yes. And y'all need to book y'all head spas and stuff because they rub the crap out of your head. Man, let me tell you.
Yeah, tell them the story.
I came in the other day and I got me a 90-minute head spa, by Maria, Miss Maria, which felt amazing, by the way.
How amazing did it feel?
It felt so amazing that when this girl started rubbing my shoulders, I let out the loudest moan ever. It was crazy. We both started cracking up like we're, you know, I'm like, my bad, girl. That was insane. But yes, come through to the Osai Dry Bar, 27th Ave Northern. We will put the links to their social medias and the address to this place so you guys can go ahead and book.
So right now they have $75 an hour head spa services. You can book them on their website. I'll put that in there after this live. I'll post up there. And make sure you follow her. Follow Maria, aka Looks Braids, on all the socials. Do we have a comment? Seems like you're looking to comment something.
I stand on mine.
Hi, Justin.
Almost there.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so shout out to TikTok. I call everybody who has like over like 10,000 followers an influencer because that's just who I am. Because I'm basic like that, and I'm fangirl, and like it took me forever to get to like 800 right now, like damn near a year almost. Next month will be a year that I started my TikTok on Better Vision, and I just barely started getting like a following. But that's okay. You know, you don't have to hit it big on or on any of the social media platforms to be able to do stuff. Like I know I'm not anything like fancy smancy, but you don't need to have a bunch of followers to do content. It doesn't matter if you have 5 followers or 5,000 followers. You know, people are gonna like your stuff. They're gonna follow you, and it's gonna grow. And if it's not, maybe switch your thing a little bit. There's nothing wrong with adapting to the situation. But with Justin, he goes into the community for free on his own accord and will go and listen to like police scanners and whatnot, like in Arizona or like in the surrounding cities, like Phoenix, Tempe, Mesa, Chandler, Peoria, all that fun stuff. And he will make sure that the police officers in the county are doing their due diligence to protect and serve like they're supposed to. There's times where he's been there at the right place, right time, where he's been able to capture some footage and be able to give it to the person to be able to use it to show their innocence and whatnot. Like I said, he does this thing for free on his own, and it can be dangerous. He spends a lot of time on the blade. Those of you who are from Phoenix know the people and the activities that happen on that specific stretch of area, and he never intrudes on what police are doing. He educates people that are watching. He has a good rapport with most of the cops that are on the live. He educates the people in the comments, good, bad, or indifferent. He does not always get along with everybody, but that's okay, because that's how the world is. Not everybody's going to agree with you all the time. But like she said earlier, watchers are watchers. So get those views regardless if they hate you or not, because those haters can make you famous. As like an ex business partner from back in the day had said, that was like his logo, because he got screwed over by somebody and ended up having to go to prison. So there's very extreme cases of people being your hater, whether it's secret haters where they act like they're besties with you, but they're really like what are called frenemies. And we aren't about that life. So we like being real. We like being front. We are not rainbows and sunshine all the time. We are opinionated, loud females, and we're not going to apologize to anybody about that. So deal with it or dip, period.
I am not sorry at all.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings.
Right. I'm sorry that you got offended.
Yep. I apologize. They took my words wrong, but
right.
that's your situation, because I'm not responsible for how you feel, nor are you responsible for how I feel. I know I get butthurt very easily. I'm very sensitive. I'm a sensitive gangster. I do not care. I will be thug 1 minute and I will freaking cry home when I'm by myself. And I also will fight to the death, because I don't open my mouth unless I know what I'm talking about. Not that I know everything, but
we will fight for what we feel is right.
That part.
It can be an opinion, it could be a fact, but we will fight for what we feel is right. Whether it's against people, against businesses, against whatever. But this is my road dog right here.
Yeah. So, like I said, like she is an extension of me, but she also is her own person. So, like, if you see her out, if she's not holding the mic, she's off the clock. She does not have to interview. She does not have to do anything she does not want to do. But if you are a local business owner, if you're a vendor, if you just want, some extra exposure and you see one of us around, whether it doesn't matter if you're a business owner, like official, like licensed, blah, blah, or, you sell like you're a freaking elote man. I don't care. If we are free and you are ready and you have product to show, you have services that you want to promote, and you just see us like walking around at events or like flag us down. And if we're free, if we're not doing anything, if we're not off the clock and trying to enjoy ourselves, shit, we'll talk to you for a few minutes. We don't care. And she is amazing at editing.
Even if I am off the clock, stop me. And if I'm like, hey, like, I'm sorry, I can't do it right now, I always circle back around. I will always circle back around and I will ask you if you're ready. So if you see one of us, just stop us and let us know. Miss 5150 got me a tripod, so I don't have to have anybody follow me around no more.
Yes, you're an investment. That's how I
love her. I love her.
She needed that, and she was gonna, I saw that she's doing me a favor by being involved with my podcast, with me as a human being, with teaching me how to make tamales, with like being my therapist and stuff, because it takes me a lot for me to trust people again, especially after things I've dealt with specifically last year, where I had to build my own tribe back up, and I had to like learn who I can trust and get into a whole new community. So she's one of the first people besides Dreams, and then shortly after Maria came, and these girls are my girls, and I've never had this many since like 7th grade. I've never had this many females that I rely on and talk to on a daily basis and work with. Not only do I have these people are my friends, these people I will make websites for. I will come here and get my hair done by my girlfriend and not expect a discount or for free. We'll do trades if anything, like like the promotion that we get from helping each other out. They helped me set up my podcast last week when we were here. I interviewed them to give them some promotion, because that's what you do for your friends. You support them, whether they want to be influencers, whether they want to be business owners, whether they want to be.
We support them. I know whether they want to be pretty little fairies. What is that one? She was a fairy. Yeah. She was.
You should have that every time. That should be like your when people walk in.
She wants to be in my class book. She is. That was going to be her intro.
Is
Yes. And even though I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I know enough to be dangerous from watching live rec podcasts, being in the background. So that I will be helping this Miss Badass Beach right here, who is not a stranger to business owners, being a business owner. She's perfectly capable, but she also is not afraid to ask for help or know that she doesn't know anything right now, know everything right now, but she's going to learn. And then eventually she can do it herself and she can decide what works for her and what doesn't. She doesn't necessarily have to do it the way I do it or the way other people do for podcasts, especially because her content is on the risque level. But there's not a lot of people do that because not a lot of people are brave enough to put that kind of content out there because it is hard to do that in this sensitive ass society.
Oh, yeah.
But she's just the type of girl to do it. She's not scared, and that's why I love her because she's like, I'll do what I want. Also, if you know anybody that wants to build a casita in the back of their house and improve their what's it called real estate,
Equity.
there you go, equity, property value and whatnot. She's also that because us females always wear more than one hat.
So all we're saying is get at my girl.
Yes,
Get at
that's for all the things. And then like us, if you want a sit down interview, because we do things for events, but that's where this vendor vision in the streets came. Because the people already set up. So we want to highlight their food. We want to highlight the services, the products, the shirts, everything and anything. We don't say no to pretty much anybody unless you're doing something. Well, yeah, we're not going to do anything illegal. Sorry. That's the only thing. We're not going to be showing your measuring skills or whatnot. You know what I mean? But,
we just want to show that you guys are out there in the community trying to make something of yourselves.
yes.
So yeah, so usually what I do is I'll go around to random, vendors. I'm like, hey, do you want to talk on the mic real quick? And I can make you a cute little video and we can get your business out there. And they'll be like, yeah, I've gotten a couple no's, which is okay. I mean, the worst somebody can say is no.
Right. Period.
I'm not going to push them. Whenever they're ready, they'll come through.
Mm-hmm.
I give them our, pages and our information if they ever want to get a hold of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we are at events, we are with the club that we are prospecting with. So if you guys see Tumbler Baby LLC tent up with a whole bunch of cups, that is where I will be. Also, make sure you guys go and check out her cups. They are freaking cute. I don't have mine. I left mine at my mom's.
And I
hope nobody's using it, but it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So
You make custom ones. We're gonna be doing her interview soon. She's one of the nervous, shy vendors, so we are going to pre-record and make sure that we're doing a good job with her and she's comfortable because that's what we do. If you don't want to go live, that's totally fine. I'm not a big fan of going live, but I do it because that's what the people want. So yeah, it is what it is. So and then recently she did a little promo for Creative Creations. Is that what they're called? Gravity Creations. And then what's the awesome chick that did the cheesecake that we didn't share with?
Itzy's Creations. She's gonna be there tomorrow.
I know. So we're
I do want to talk to her though tomorrow.
So and then other people. So I hit up Forever Mind Customs / Scrappy, who's hosting the event. Right, he's hosting. Yeah. I'm not. That's the boss lady. Is that Justin? Right?
Yes. Justin.
Yeah. Okay. You know him, right? Or do you not know him? He's dope. He's somebody that you want to know. He's really tall and really big. Just so you know. He does for the content. I think he's fine. He has the content where he goes in, records the cops and stuff, and he's on the blade all the time. So if shit pops off, he's a good person to have.
Does he have a name?
I stand on mine. He has 2 accounts. Like there's a guy named Maryville something that does the content too. Like literally, will go and see the DUI checkpoints, accidents.
Okay.
He was there when that police truck flipped over or whatever the heck.
Hi, how are you?
That's him. Huh?
Welcome to Diosa.
Damn, you were not lying.
I told you. That's what's crazy when these drunk mofos on Mill Avenue try to mess with him. And these kids are like,
I want to go on a ride, huh?
Huh? How tall are you?
6'5".
God damn.
see, body positivity, guys, because yeah, there's not everybody's 6'5". There's a lot of short kings in this world, and he is definitely a tall king.
Comments?
Yeah,
Where say to put him on?
I know. Shit. You guys want? Okay, I will do the background. You want to sit? You want to be on camera?
Go on camera, just say hi.
Okay. We're gonna just come in and say hi to the people. This is Justin. I stand on mine.
Like I do police content. That's what I do out here. I record the police, the FBI, whoever I find out here, doing like raids and stuff like that, holding police accountable for their actions. You know, sometimes they're out here abusing people, violating their rights, and that's the content we create.
So that's what we're talking about when it comes to community, and just seeing a need. And like I mentioned, like he does this on his own accord. He is not sponsored by anybody. He makes his own he makes his own gear. He, you know, just is out there, and he's doing us a service. It helps people. Like I said, you know, he's been there for people that, you know, he's in the right place, right time, and kind of capturing something that could be a situation where it's a, you know, he said, she said, or he said type of thing. And videos don't lie. And you can tell nowadays that when things are edited. So,
Oh yeah.
and he does things live, so you can't edit lives, as we know.
Right.
But yes, he's amazing. So make sure you guys give him a follow, support him. He never asks for anything. Like if you want to give him a gift, he's like cool. But he has a shit ton of followers, and he will always like say, like, as much as he can, say hi. He will address you if you have questions. As long as he sees it, obviously he'll answer. If he doesn't answer, he's not gonna make it up. He's an honest person. So yeah. But just gotta support the he's just good people to know. And I just randomly found him on TikTok one time because he went live, and I was trying to engage with people who are on live and trying to know more people in Phoenix. So there we go. It just so happens he knows one of the homies. So that's what's up. He knows because he knows Marta. Oh no, what's up? What's up, honey?
Murder, they've been following me for a while.
What?
You'll have to read this.
Why? Who's saying it?
Oh god.
Marta, you drive me crazy.
Murder's been following me. Manny Majestic's been following me for a while. He showed up. Manny Majestic showed up when we were out doing the downtown protest. So there's one video where you see them circling in the intersection with the lowriders because they came from Mill Avenue out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, when you're on Mill, that's crazy. And people, like, I was telling about this, we were on live for like, I was on live for 6 hours last night because that's what I do because I can't, like, sleep. I'm an insomniac, but that's another reason why, because he stays up late because, you know, a lot of action happens in the middle of the night. So that was another reason why, because it helped, like, me watch something because no one's awake to entertain me. So I went on his live, and that's how I found him. But yeah, no, he goes on Mill Avenue, and those inebriated college kids are something else, let me tell you. So definitely interesting to watch. To make sure you guys follow them. Is there, like, do you start on certain days and times? Like, I know you listen to the scanners, so
it just depends. Usually somewhere around 10 to 11 we'll be out there in Tempe, or we haven't been out to Scottsdale really much lately because Old Town Scottsdale been kind of dead. So as Tempe, honestly.
Does it get like popping out there with the cops and stuff?
Oh, it gets crazy.
Thank you for your service, sir. And spam, like, he has a wife that helps him out, which I think is dope. I know a lot of businesses in the community that are very much about family owned day, and it's not no child labor, nothing like that. But the kids help if they want to. A lot of parents, they want to because they're already there anyways. They can see their friends, and being a vendor, like, you get to build up a community, you know, especially at these events where you keep running into the same type of people. And vendors will help other people. Like, I know when I had my food business, other food vendors we would just trade. Like, I saved a lot of money because we just make them food, and we want to try their stuff. They want to try our stuff. They know we're struggling. We know they're struggling, and we just help each other out. And I just think that was a lot, like, really eye-opening for me, because when I first became an entrepreneur in 2019, I did all this shit by myself. There was people that were vendors at some of the events I went to, but they were more dispensaries and stuff like that, because I was in that type of community, and I can't compete with a dispensary and what they're selling. But I just had to make myself stand out. But I was alone a lot of times. And so when I was with the food industry doing food truck stuff, everybody tells, like, multiple vendors took us under their wing and, like, told us to stay away from some events, to stay away from some event planners, to go to certain ones that they know you're gonna make some money and stuff like that. Like, it was awesome. And then, like, tips and tricks, you know, like, don't what's it called, gatekeep? Is that what the kids are saying nowadays? Don't gatekeep, you know, like, if you know something's gonna work for somebody and that you struggled with, they're like, it literally does not cost you anything to help people,
like, give advice.
Yeah, like, it's just
them know.
crazy to knowingly sabotage a starting business or not starting, even something that's been there for a while. Because, like I said, you always learn and grow. But to knowingly like tell somebody the wrong information or no information when you know that you would have loved if somebody helped you out and you had to learn the hard way to do something, like why would you do that to somebody else? Why would you put somebody else through something that you know exactly how it feels
Yeah.
when you could help? And that's how
Right.
I am, you know, like I don't know everything about podcasting stuff, but you best believe I have the same program that the Lowrider does. They've been doing it for like a year longer than me, but they have their shit together way more than I do, and they're on time. And there's 3 of them plus the producer, plus me running their TikTok now. So they have a team of 5 that get together, you know,
Yeah.
but they started out with 3 and they're running their own stuff. And then now they've branched out and helped or get people on their team that are good people to have. You know, they have Black Magic, who also is a producer who works with Murda doing beats and whatnot. They've helped with, he's helped with lots of things, and he has his own company. So, of course, we're going to plug him. And then with me, I came on as a behind the scenes guest for the food cart. And then they put out like a thing that they wanted to add more podcasts underneath their production company.
Mhm.
So Layframe podcast was on here, Lowrider Aftermath, Moms and Montez's, or however you want to say it, and then mine, because we wanted to promote local businesses and stuff in and out of the Lowrider scene. So if y'all know anybody that wants to be interviewed, whether at events, at Smiley's tomorrow, or if they want to have a sit-down interview at this lovely studio, then let us know, hit us up in the DMs, and we will make it happen, because we want to help you.
We want not only for us to flourish in the lowrider community or in the community period, but we want to flourish with you guys. We want to take you guys on that flourishment. That's my favorite word now.
Flourishment.
Flourishment.
Hashtag flourishment.
We want to take you guys on that journey with us, because like I said in my videos before, I want you guys to know who's interviewing y'all. You know, whether it's me or Britt or, you know,
And
whatever.
live ride guys.
Right, any of the live ride guys, like we want you guys to know that we support you. We support you, and we appreciate your guys' support with us.
Yep.
And it's just, you know, everybody who's been so to anybody really, whether you're watching or liking or commenting or sharing out, even if you come in for 5 minutes and like the video, thank you. You know, like you don't have to stay long. Just, you know, show that you're here and supporting. And you know, we're gonna be there for people. Like we want your guys' businesses to grow. You know what I mean? And because at the end of the day, we all struggle, and I know most of the businesses out there started because of a struggle, because you know, couldn't work a normal 9 to 5, or you didn't have a babysitter, or you didn't this, or for the Ladies Legacy event, that lemonade guy, I'm really hoping that he's at Smiley's tomorrow so I can talk to him. But he was telling me that he started his lemonade thing because his kids started it. They wanted to do a little lemonade stand on the side of the road. So that took off, and now he's doing events. And it's him, his wife, and his 2 boys, I believe. And by the way, their lemonade is amazing. We got the pineapple one, and then they have a pickle one. I'm a pickle person.
Me too.
So
All the raw in your house.
you know what I mean? But like, it's like stuff like that. Like whether you're doing it for your kids or for yourself, like we want to be here and we want to showcase you. We want to show you guys off, to let you guys know that you guys are supported even by strangers. You know what I mean?
Strangers are the best supporters. That's how we started.
yeah.
We support each other. I'm a stranger to Justin. I'm a stranger to everybody until
She cried to me and I cried to her.
Facts. I was like, I'm telling you a lot for being a stranger and not ever meeting in person. She's like, I know, me too. I'm like, this is gonna work out. This is a good start. Because sometimes it's easier to tell people that don't know you about your personal stuff, because then you don't know, that they're not, or they're free of judgment, and they don't know anybody that's they're gonna snitch on anyway. So
because even if they did tell somebody your problems, who the fuck knows you?
Exactly.
Like, I don't, unless we got mutuals.
After we do a podcast,
just exactly.
Right then and there.
When I
Right.
got mutuals.
Yes, we got lots of mutuals actually.
Me and her? Yeah, we got a crap ton of mutuals. Well, now us and Ms. Diosa back there have mutuals.
yeah, I'm trying to get mutuals.
I said, speaking of mutuals, should we do a little teaser for what's coming up on the 10th?
We
You're in
should.
this podcast? yours?
Yes.
It's on the 10th.
10th. We are. Well, you commented on it, and I actually didn't see it. And if it wasn't for your comment, I probably wouldn't have seen it. His original one, but it was because of him saying something, and then you commenting on it that I actually saw it because I would have missed it. I don't know how to say it. You say it. The word.
El Profe
Profe.
Street. I think that's how you say it, El Profe Street podcast.
He had commented. He had said something about.
I think
linking
on
up
his
with us.
thing, it's Todd's podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
He commented like, "Come to the salon" or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then because of that, so I'm like, "Oh, who's coming to the salon?" And I saw that he commented on your video of when we did her interview. About it, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to interview you guys. I want to collab as a podcast because he's a podcast, we're a podcast." And I
Perfect.
damn near crap my pants. 'Cause
Okay.
Like
That's a
she
big
came
deal.
over. She came over. Yeah.
Yeah. You do have balls, and I appreciate them. I appreciate them big balls.
Big old
Yeah.
balls over there.
Because I missed it. He commented, and I did not see it until you commented. Yeah, you're
See,
smart.
that's the whole thing. Like, I told myself, I'm like, I'm just gonna, there's a couple like influencers. I'm like, you know what? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, oh, gotta get mis pilas together.
Mm-hmm. And we found out he's a singer.
He's a singer.
Yeah, he
He's
invited us to a photo shoot, but we were gonna be busy that day, or else
go.
we're like, damn, this guy's a podcaster, he's a singer, and he just did Vinny, Tattoo Vinny from, well, he was a tattoo check, now he's a,
I guess we're gonna have to bring each other all up in here, huh?
Well, he does-
yeah.
we originally spoke about him about coming here, but, and then he would use you as a, promote you as a sponsor. But he said he really wanted us to come out. He still will come out here, but for ours original, or he wants to do it in the studio in Mesa.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we're driving all the way to Mesa.
Road trip.
Because he does like awesome promos. Like he already did one. Like it's not until the 10th, and he's already done this awesome promo. And he used all the pictures I sent him, which was crazy. And like you can just use one, and he used all of them. And I was like,
And he was super sweet about it.
Yeah, he
He's like,
was.
I want to support people who's gonna support me. You know, podcast on podcast is gonna be a big thing. And he was
He's
really
so
cool.
sweet.
She came over the other night. We were doing some business talk, and he was texting us the whole night. And he was like, I can't wait, for you guys to come through and
giving us a whole rundown so he can
Yeah.
feel comfortable about what he wants, like promote the business, promote us females, because he really wants to empower women as well.
yeah, he was saying that he wants to do a little bit of more like women interviews to show that he's all about women on empowerment and women
Women
with
empowerment.
empowerment and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
he's excited. We're excited.
And he's gonna be close to his 200th episode when we are on there. I think we're at what,
He said
190
190 something.
something when we do it. So that's exciting, and we're honored because he's a big deal, and we're little and new still. Even though it's gonna be technically my third season, as they say, but it really just feels like. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a schedule, so that's why I'm free to do interviews whenever. And we did switch it up from doing traditional Monday at 8 p.m. live the first season to starting out with the vendor in the streets, doing pre-recorded things, but that didn't really work out because I'm not good at editing. And then I found this angel, and now she does really great editing with the little commercial type things at events, and then we do these, which are live. So,
And then if you guys do want a live interview, I think it's easier to do a pre-recorded interview because then we don't have to schedule anything.
yes.
But if you guys do want a live interview, we are completely booked for January.
Mhm.
Just a heads up.
Yeah, for events and
For
stuff.
events and stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's pre-recorded, we can get you in any day of the week.
Yep.
Record it, talk to you, and then edit it.
So we make it happen. We do about an hour or so. We can do less if you need to. People who are shy or whatever. If you want to have if you do bring things, that's amazing because then we can just be very. If you
Show off your
show off your products, try it out. If it's something to try it out, if you have your own food and you want to come, so you don't have the noise of the backgrounds of being event.
Shoot, we said never say no to food.
Never say no. to food.
Never.
But anyways, I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys.
Yes.
We just want to give you just enough.
Smiley's custom event tomorrow.
Yes,
Yes.
we're gonna be there at 11. Be there till about I'll be there from 11 to 3. Anyways, we are gonna get off. Thank you for joining. Keep an eye out. I'll follow meeting up with Dreams later on TikTok. TikTok people, look out for live later. Probably could do live. And then like I said, V Spot. It's gonna be grand opening. New Year's Eve. I will be there. Dreams will be there. Cool Kids will be there. Papa Snoop will be there to perform, and it's an opportunity for the community to get Glendale back because Glendale's amazing and Glendale needs to be supported. Jackson's cool and everything. If y'all decide to go to Jackson, that's on you. No big deal. But if you want to support a business, have food, have drinks, have a good time, have music, then definitely check out 3 Sons. See your girl. Boom.
Make sure y'all tip her.
If you want, I mean, it'd be cool. And don't complain about me to my boss, and don't be complicated with your orders, and we're good.
Huh.
And
I want some wings. Yo,
yes,
low-key,
they got wings, they got burgers.
low key, Marky Mark wanted, man, he made me so hungry
Yeah,
yesterday, last night. He was talking about wings like crazy. But with that being said, make sure you guys follow me on all of my socials, Lowrider Girl on everything. On Instagram, my @ is Lowrider Girl, Lowrider_girl_AZ. And then on TikTok, it is at LGP_AZ. You know, let us know if you guys want an interview. Come get to know us. Let us support your small business or vendoring or whatever you guys want to do. We're here no matter what y'all do.
Yes, just let us know, and maybe we can make it happen. If you guys need help with website design, promotions, flyers, events, like I said, I'm a certified event planner. I have my master's in psychology. I have a smoke shop that I need inventory for, but it still is a thing. I have an event planning business. I have a nonprofit for community outreach programs to highlight that, so everything can be tax write-off if you guys are interested. I just don't have the funds because I am unemployed right now, because that's what happened. So now I'm just focusing on being an entrepreneur, podcast host, and then, well, hopefully we'll get more shifts at V-Spot, but right.
And if y'all ain't banging Murder 623 and shit, go bang it on every streaming music platform. Bang that shit.
Yes,
Bang that shit.
And follow Justin.
Yes,
support
follow
him.
Justin.
Like I said, he does the shit for free, and he he did this when he was struggling with some autoimmune disorders. I struggle with mental health disorders. She struggles with things she can talk about later that you can ask her about if she wants, and she'll be open about it. So you never know what people are struggling with. So please be nice. You don't have to like everybody, but you can be nice to everybody. Okay, there's nothing.
You never know what anybody's going through.
That part.
But anyways,
No judgment.
but for real, y'all need to understand that nobody can judge you but yourselves. Nobody can tell you what you can and cannot be. Nobody can tell you who you are. You are beautiful no matter what size, shape, color, skin deformities, beauty marks. If you have hair, if you don't have hair, it does not matter. You're fucking beautiful. You were made the way you were for a reason, and you have a purpose.
Yep.
And if you guys ever need any motivational talks, hit me up on my DMs. If y'all ever want to hit a photo shoot with me, hit me up in my DMs. If y'all want to get interviewed, hit us up in our DMs. We're going to be here. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. Follow me on my socials.
Better Vision Podcast on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube, baby.
Lowrider Girl on everything. Make sure y'all hit our shit. Bang our shit.
Bang our shit.
We ain't got shit, but
Support
bang
us.
our shit.
And we are opening up to sponsors. Scrappy from Forever Mind Customs is going to be our first sponsor. Shout out to him. He gave us permission to interview everybody at, or whoever's interested at Smiley's. And he's going to provide me some shirts to wear when I interview people as like a thing to get his business out there.
Period.
I just came up with yesterday after talking to Scrappy, because I felt like that was just another way that you guys can get your stuff out there, whether you don't have to be interviewed or not. I can just wear your shirt when I'm interviewing somebody, and that will give you free promo. So that is something that I am willing to do. That is added. Also, eventually I'll get my shit together and be able to put your, if you're a sponsor, we'll get like a little 2-minute commercial of all our sponsors to play during a break. And then we'll shout you out before the commercial and the beginning of the podcast and at the end. And your flyer will be up during the podcast. So
yes, thank you for having me on
you're
here.
welcome.
I mean, y'all finna see my face
Yes.
every time now.
Official co-host, official announcement. That's what this is all about. This is,
Period.
highlighting her skills, her content creation, her personality, everything. She's absolutely amazing, and we may not be perfect all the time, but we try our best. So, thank you.